welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you're one of my first subscribers, and thank you so much for that. I want to let you guys know that for the month of August, I decided that I'm going to give one of you a free personal reading every Friday of the month. So for the next 4 Fridays, you guys will have a chance to win. All you have to do is follow me on my Instagram account and subscribe to this channel. For any of you that maybe don't have an Instagram account, you can still participate. Just subscribe and comment on this video, letting me know that you want a chance to win. As of right now, I think I have 1 follower on this Instagram account, so that's really good odds for one of you, at least for this first week. So check that out if you're interested. My Instagram account is listed in the description, and I'll announce the winner every Friday via that account. So on to today's pick a card reading. We are going to look at what spirit animal you are embodying, past and present. So we've got 5 groups of cards in this order: 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So go ahead and take a moment to figure out which group is calling you. And we'll go ahead and get started with group number 1. Okay, so the way I set this up is we're going to have the spirit animal from your past. This could be even your recent past, okay? And then we're going to have one for the present right now. So in the past, you have the beaver. And also take note of the symbols that they've listed on each one of these cards here. So for this particular card, that is the symbol of water. So we can look at that as water being tied to emotions, okay? You can also take that into the astrology world. So you could quite possibly be a water sign. That doesn't have to fit, but if it does, it could be some extra clarification for you guys. And then for your present spirit animal card, we have the elephant. And so that symbol there is going to represent fire. So fire being energy, passion, and then in terms of astrology, fire sign. Okay. And then I also drew 2 traditional tarot cards to kind of give us a little bit more clarification or just further insight on these cards. So we've got for the past, we've got the moon. And for the present, we have the Knight of Swords. Okay, so the beaver is supposed to be a very emotionally heavy card. The beaver is said to be a hard worker, loyal, tireless, and somebody who is family driven. And when I look at the card, you also look like so innocent and content. So I thought I'd throw that out there too. So in combination with the moon, okay, I feel like in the past, in the recent past, there could have been something or someone who wasn't who you thought they were. This even could have been a relationship that felt like, this could be the one. There could have been talk about you guys even moving in together or starting a family, going back to, the beaver card being very like family oriented. But I feel like with the moon card, something came to light. You found out something about that person, something happened that changed, the path that you were on, so to speak, with them. So that brings us to the present, and we have, again, the elephant card. And the elephant is supposed to be someone who is unstoppable, who is wise. You know, I also see this dot here, and I think, you know, the elephant has now his third eye, his or her third eye open, right? So it's as if because you went through this, right, no one is going to be able to fool you again. But at the same time, you could be feeling like a little bit jaded, because it's like you're stronger now that you've gone through this, but at the same time, you do have your guard up, okay? You're not going to be as easily trusting of people. And also, I've just noticed the tusk on the elephant here is broken. That could symbolize you feeling, you know, a little beat up and bruised because of this situation. And looking at the Knight of Swords here, I'm feeling like the Knight is telling you that you should use this elephant energy right now to go after what you want. So focus on, you know, a career, your home, something that can bring you a feeling of security, so that you're in a better position to, you know, handle that next battle that comes your way, so to speak. Okay? So, yeah, take a lesson from this, right? You're no longer this naive beaver. You've been able to, even though it wasn't a great situation, you've realized now that not everyone is who they appear to be, okay? Now you're into this current present time feeling stronger, more wise. You've got your third eye open, you see people better, and with the Knight of Swords, you know, be ready for the next challenge that's going to come up, okay? That's what I'm getting here. So we will go ahead and move on to group number 2. So group 2, we've got an animal spirit card that's going to represent you in the past. It could even be fairly recent past. And then we are going to have a you in this current time. So for the past, I like this one. The past spirit animal, we have the horse. And then also take note of the symbols that they have on each one of these cards. So this symbol in particular is earth. So maybe if you are an earth sign, that can be some extra clarification for you. It doesn't have to fit, but if it does, that would be cool. And for the current animal spirit, we have the earthworm. And again, this is another earth symbol. So that's kind of interesting. And then I went ahead and pulled 2 traditional tarot cards, one for each of these spirit animals, to kind of give us a little further clarification or meaning. And for the animal spirit in the past, we have the Hermit. And for your spirit animal in the present, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so group 2 with the horse. I feel like this moon is really calling out to me. So this card is supposed to represent somebody who is spiritually inclined, and then, you know, that moon really like says it for me. So I'm going to say that you guys are probably intuitives yourself. You probably have some psychic abilities. And this, along with the Hermit, is telling me that in the past or the recent past that you may have been feeling withdrawn and focusing on your inner self, like who you really are, you know, who is it that you want to be in this life. Yeah, I'm definitely picking up a very spiritual, intuitive kind of a person. And then, so this shows that you've done a lot of inner work, and who you are as a person is really important to you. So if we look at the present spirit animal, we have the earthworm. And the earthworm is someone who is shy, hesitant, reluctant to share their inner vision. You are working on your confidence, or perhaps you need to work on your confidence. Don't be intimidated by people that know more than you do about something. This card says to remember that everybody starts out feeling a little bit unsure or inexperienced, and to not take that to heart so much, okay? And then we have, for the traditional tarot, again, the Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune tells you that you're on the right path. There's also synchronicity I'm getting with these two cards. If we look at the circles here, so that's kind of cool. I feel that things are looking up for you, even if you're still feeling intimidated and unsure. Be patient and continue to work hard. I feel like right now you guys need just that little boost of confidence. So I feel like I need to tell you, you know, just keep it up, practice, and you will get there. You know, whatever it is that you're trying to achieve, okay? So we will go ahead and take a look at group 3. In group 3, we're going to be taking a look at your past, even your recent past, spirit animal, and your current spirit animal. So in the past position, we have the owl. And then also take note of the elements here that they have noted on each card. It could be some extra clarification for you guys. So for this one, it's air. So it's quite possible that you're an air sign. If not, it doesn't have to match up that way, but it could be some extra clarification for you guys. And for the present spirit animal, okay, we have the vulture. So 2 winged creatures. I think that's kind of cool. And I also have drawn a traditional tarot card for each one of these to kind of give us a little bit more information and insight. And so we have the King of Wands for you guys and the Star. So let's take a look at the owl. So I did say that this is an air sign card, and the owl is also a clairvoyant, according to this card, with some psychic abilities, and you're going to be naturally wise. You have a gift for seeing and knowing things. You may have had some financial issues or been concerned about money in the past or even the recent past. And then if we take a look at the King of Wands, The King of Wands is somebody who is confident and charismatic. You're likely very attractive and a good leader. So it's kind of an interesting combination to have somebody who, you know, is really insightful, wise, you know, careful, somebody with the psychic abilities, and then also, you know, you are attractive, you are charismatic. So that's a really interesting and cool combination. And then moving on to the present spirit animal, we have the vulture. So the vulture is also an air sign. And this card talks about feeling misunderstood. It's also a card of wisdom, similar to the owl. So that's kind of a cool synchronicity there. With the vulture, you could, like I said, be feeling misunderstood by people. People may see your confidence and your ability to take charge and confuse that with being aggressive. But it's more that you just tell it like it is, and you speak your mind. And I can definitely appreciate that. So if we take a look at the star is about being hopeful and inspired. So this would mean that you have the ability to get a lot of things done right now. So if you're working on something, if you have a new goal or something that you're looking to accomplish, it's going to be easier than you think to get there. This card can also signify an improvement in your finances, which does take us back to the owl card, when you were feeling a little bit concerned or worried about money. So that's cool. Yeah, I feel like that's all I'm really getting. Don't worry about the money. Things are going to turn around. So that's great. Moving on to group number 4. All right, group 4. So we're going to be taking a look at your past, and this could even be your most recent past spirit animal, and the present spirit animal. So in the past, we have the stingray. And also take note of the symbolism that they have on these cards. So for this one, this is considered a water card. Water could be emotions. It could mean that you are a water sign. You don't have to be, but that could be some extra clarification. So if that works out, that would be cool. And for the present spirit animal, we have the butterfly. And the symbolism on this one is an air sign. Okay, and then I also drew 2 traditional tarot cards to kind of give us some extra info or clarification on these. And we have the Queen of Wands, and we have the 2 of Wands. Okay, so looking at the stingray, this card shows that in your past, you've been working on and developing your confidence, a sense of self, maybe learning how to stand up for yourself, and there's a wanting to be the kind of person that doesn't take anybody's shit. And then it's interesting that we have this card along with the Queen of Wands, because the Queen of Wands shows us that you were able to get there, okay? You are now that person. So that's pretty cool. It fits in, perfectly with this card. So the Queen also describes someone who is feisty, confident, self-assured. So yeah, you definitely were able to accomplish what the stingray was there to help you do. And then moving on to the present, again we have the butterfly. And the butterfly is supposed to symbolize undergoing change and transformation, being fresh. It usually involves a relationship, or if you love your job, it could mean a change of career. It's telling you to be patient, kind, commit to a daily routine to help to lift your spirits, so that you don't have a lot of downtime to sit and think or focus too much energy into what has you frustrated. And because we then have the Two of Wands, which talks about, waiting for something, making a choice. And this card says it's either relationship related or career related. I think I want to pull out the pendulum and just clarify for you guys whether this is actually relationship related or career and job related. So let's take a look. For group 4, can you tell me, is this issue for them, is it relationship related? Yep. Okay. Oh, did I do that so you guys couldn't even see it? I promise, it did say yes, if you guys didn't catch that on camera. Yes for me is a clockwise circle. Counterclockwise would have meant no. So with that clarification, that it is relationship related, you could be dealing with a guy or a partner who isn't ready to commit, or somebody that gives you mixed signals. And you're like, make up your mind already, okay? And I feel like I should say, remember, you worked really hard to get to the stingray, right? To the Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Wands wouldn't put it up with this kind of shit, right? The wishy-washy, back and forth, I'm not sure what I want. So I would just say, keep that in mind when it comes to dealing with that situation. All right, and moving on to group number 5. Okay, group 5, so we are going to take a look at your past spirit animal, and this could be even in the recent past, and then we're going to take a look at the present spirit animal. So in the past, okay, we have the crocodile. And take note of the symbolism that they included on these cards. It could mean something extra for you, some extra confirmation. So that's going to be a water symbol. And then water is emotions. It could also, in terms of astrology, it could mean that you're a water sign. Doesn't have to, but like I said, it could just be extra clarification. And then in the present, we have the sea serpent. And take note again of that symbolism. So this is supposed to be the symbol of spirit, and there's only 7 of these cards in the deck, and this is supposed to symbolize separately just from the meaning of the card, but that you have extra spirits, angels, guides, however you tend to look at that, but an extra external spiritual source looking out for you. So that's cool. And then I did draw a traditional tarot card to give us some additional information or maybe clarification on these cards. And so for the past, we have the Hanged Man, and present, we have the 7 of Swords. Okay. All right, so looking firstly at the crocodile card talks about rest, collecting yourself, taking things in. So like a crocodile, you sit in waiting. It can mean that you have been withdrawn and spending some time alone. And again, this is in the past or even recent past for you guys. And then we've got the Hangman, and there's definitely some correlation between these cards. Okay, so firstly, for this particular tarot deck, under the Hangman, it says Spirit of the Mighty Waters. And then we've also got the synchronicity here of the symbols, the triangles. So that's really interesting and cool. So tying in the Hangman here, it really validates the crocodile card. The card also talks about the need or the want to be able to control things or people around you, but realizing that you need to just take a step back, try to go with the flow and let things happen naturally. So there's a definite tendency or a want for you to be able to either control your situation or possibly a person in your life. So there's a lot of like inner reflection going on here. And for the current spirit animal, we have the sea serpent. And this card is supposed to represent healing emotional wounds, the need to not be so critical of yourself. And the spirit element represents, like I said, that you have these extra guardians or angels or guides from another world, so to speak, another realm looking out for you. Actually, even looking at this card, we have that symbolism, that synchronicity again with the eye, like, you know, the extra eyes looking out for you. And the card also talks about knowing when to understand that even when you might feel like you're alone, like you have, I feel like in the past with these cards, that, you know, like I said, you've got those extra guides and spirits there watching you and really wanting to like lift you up, you know. The Seven of Swords with this. So the Seven of Swords is going to represent some sort of betrayal, somebody being dishonest, running away, divorce, an affair. Now, I feel that I need to clarify again if this is a relationship issue for you guys. So if you don't mind, I am going to bring out the pendulum and we're going to ask. Okay, for group 5, is there the present issue with the Seven of Swords? Is the Seven of Swords talking about a relationship issue, heartbreak in a romantic way? Can you give me some clarification? Yep. Okay, so it took a minute. There was like some extra energy that was just kind of like bouncing it around before it started to move in a circle, but it did go in a clockwise circle for me, which is a yes. If it would have went counterclockwise, that would have meant no. So, okay, so if you haven't, if you're not dealing with this at the moment, you know, it's like on the verge of coming out for you guys, and I feel bad. So, you'd be dealing with the ending of a relationship, feeling like you've been lied to. And I don't want to really end your reading in a negative way with these cards. And then again, because you guys have, you know, like I said, there's only 7 of these in the entire deck, this spirit-related card. I feel like I could pull one of these. These are the message from spirit cards. I just actually got these. So let's give these a shuffle and see if we can get a message for group 5. A message for group 5 from their angels, from their guides. You know, a message here from spirit, okay? All right, what do we got? Oh my God, I've got chills, you guys. You are never alone. I literally like have tears in my eyes right now because of what I had said in the beginning of this reading with this card. I think I literally have goosebumps right now. Okay. So yeah, they want you to know that even when you're dealing with this stuff, that you are not alone, okay? I'm sorry, I'm getting so choked up right now. All right, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I will see you all soon.